Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into what is honestly a massive paradigm shift in how modern enterprises handle their technology. Based on the source material from ZUMOSUN Technology, organizations out there, and we're talking everyone from nimble startups to massive enterprise institutions, are facing a really critical choice. For years, right, the standard approach has basically been to buy isolated software, patch it into your system, and kind of just hope for the best. But in this explainer, we're going to explore a complete reimagining of enterprise tech. We're talking about moving from simply managing isolated, disconnected assets to actually discovering, building, integrating, and ultimately transforming your entire digital footprint into one cohesive, activated ecosystem. So let's just drop right into the core issue here. Why do most organizations, despite having massive budgets and incredibly talented teams, still struggle with technology on a daily basis? I mean, if you're sitting in the C-suite right now, or if you're managing any sort of digital infrastructure, you probably feel this frustration constantly. You've got the tools, you have the data, but somehow it all just feels like a constant uphill battle. Why is that? Well, the root of that struggle, without a doubt, is fragmentation. Organizations are out there battling what is essentially a Frankenstein tech stack. We're talking about disconnected software systems that literally refuse to talk to each other, outdated infrastructure that's just dragging down modern applications, and this constantly mounting technology debt. And when a tech stack is built piece by piece over years and years, it inevitably results in these really stubborn data silos, poor automation, and ultimately it leads straight to slow innovation and digital transformation failures. And look, this fragmentation isn't just an IT headache, right? It causes real, measurable business damage. The challenges cascading from these disconnected systems hit absolutely every department across the organization. It creates severe technology inefficiency, which leads to much higher operational costs. It drastically reduces overall productivity and creates massive innovation bottlenecks. Think about it. When your data is fragmented, decision-making slows to an absolute crawl. In short, managing technology in these isolated silos directly limits your organization's growth and leaves you wide open to some serious security vulnerabilities. So the crucial point here is the stark contrast between traditional management and actual activation. Most organizations right now are stuck just managing fragmented domains, where things like AI, cloud, and cybersecurity are handled in total, complete isolation. But the source material frames the solution entirely differently. It operates on the core philosophy that you shouldn't just provide or manage technology services. Instead, you must activate complete technology ecosystems. It's a total game changer. Okay, let's move right into section one integrated activation ecosystem, and how exactly it connects strategy to transformation. This illustrates a really brilliant chain reaction connecting the entire technology lifecycle. It all starts with technology strategy, which then leads directly to architecture, then development, infrastructure, integration, automation, intelligence, security, growth, and finally, transformation. Notice the underlying logic here because it's so important. Technology connects with data. Data then connects with intelligence. Intelligence drives automation. Automation sparks productivity, which then fuels growth. And that growth inspires innovation, ultimately resulting in total transformation. It is a seamless, continuous, connected loop. Now, to actually achieve that continuous loop, the framework relies on a unified execution ecosystem that is specifically designed to encompass every single critical domain. We're talking about everything from technology strategy and consulting to software development solutions, artificial intelligence and automation, right on through to cloud and infrastructure, data and intelligence, and cybersecurity and governance. This comprehensive approach means that finally, your cybersecurity professionals and your AI developers don't have to operate in disconnected silos anymore. They become part of one synchronized, powerful engine. That brings us to Section 2, the ZUMOSUN Technology Transformation Framework. Let's look at this evolutionary paradigm shift. The framework maps this out in a very specific four-stage evolution. We move from stage 1, which is IUC, to stage 2, AUC, then to stage 3, EOC, and we finally reach stage 4, UC. Think about the momentum building here through the action verbs at each stage. First, you discover the assets. Then you build the architecture. You integrate the systems. You automate the workflows. You scale the infrastructure. And finally, you transform the organization entirely. It's really important to understand exactly where most companies are starting out. Stage 1 is the IUC, the inactivated technology universe. Honestly, this is a pretty painful starting point. This is where technology is literally trapped in disconnected systems, poor automation, and severely underutilized assets. It's basically a state of total innovation stagnation. If a company feels completely stuck right now, they are more than likely operating right here in this IUC stage. Now contrast that painful starting point with the ultimate destination, the EUC, or Exponential Technology Universe and Civilization. This right here is a true paradigm shift. We aren't just talking about a simple software upgrade. We are talking about a total transformation into an AI-powered organization with autonomous operations, an innovation-driven enterprise running on scalable digital infrastructure. This is what a future-ready technology ecosystem looks like, and it's engineered to actually compound its own value over time. Moving right along to Section 3. Let's dive into the multidisciplinary execution engine and see exactly how this all gets done. This is where the execution engine comes into play, and it's a rigorous 7-step multidisciplinary process. It begins with a really thorough technology diagnosis, moving swiftly into architecture design and then planning. Next comes absolutely crucial step 4, activation. This is then followed by integration and optimization, ongoing support, and ultimately total transformation. It has this highly action-oriented driving cadence to it, designed to maintain incredible momentum from day one. And you might be wondering what exactly powers this execution engine. Well, it's definitely not just off-the-shelf software. The engine is fueled by some very unique proprietary research facilities, the Intelligent Technology Activation Labs. Specifically, we're talking about the ZUMOSUN Truth Lab and the ZUMOSUN ECDI Lab. This adds such a vital layer of deep intelligence, ongoing research, and dynamic innovation to the whole ecosystem. It basically ensures that the technology being activated is quite literally always at the cutting edge. And finally, Section 4, activating your technology civilization. As we start to wrap up this explainer, we really need to elevate how we view our digital assets. Technology shouldn't just be this fragmented cost center that you have to deal with. It should be an expansive, intelligent civilization that is fully activated. I want to leave you with a direct quote from the source material that perfectly captures this whole philosophy. Because the future belongs to those who build technology ecosystems, not just technology solutions. Really let that sink in for a second. A solution? That just fixes a localized problem for today. But an ecosystem? An ecosystem builds a scalable foundation for the future. So it is time to stop managing technology fragmentation and endless technical debt. You've got the blueprint now. You understand the evolution from disconnected, frustrating systems to a fully realized exponential technology civilization. The only question left as you look at your own organization today is this: what is your next move? Are you going to keep patching up those isolated fragments, or will you activate your entire technology ecosystem? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.